Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter, and today we're highlighting a case that began on the night of January 7th, 2016. A 19-year-old college student in Greensboro, North Carolina, left an apartment and started walking home. She told her family she would be back soon, but she never made it home. Somewhere along that short walk, she disappeared. Her phone stopped being active, and she has never been seen again. Investigators later said the circumstances surrounding her disappearance were suspicious. Nearly a decade later, her family is still searching for answers. This is the story of Tyarra Williams. Born on June 18, 1996, Tyarra Cacique Williams was 19 years old when she disappeared. She was living in Greensboro, North Carolina, and had graduated from James P. Dudley High School in 2014. At the time she vanished in 2016, Tyarra had recently enrolled at Guilford Technical Community College. Friends and family described Tyarra as outgoing and full of energy. Her mother once said Tyarra was very bubbly and had a personality that could light up any room. She was close with her family and had plans for her future. And according to those who knew her, Tyarra was not someone who would just simply walk away from her life. The evening of January 7th, 2016, started like any other. Tyarra was at the Stony Brook apartment complex in Greensboro. The complex is located off Webster Road near Randleman Road. Around 8:30 p.m., Tyarra left the apartment with her boyfriend and younger brother. She told them she was going to visit a friend who lived in the complex. The walk was short, and she said she would be back in about an hour. Tyarra did arrive at the apartment she planned to visit, but at some point later, she left and began walking back through the complex. The two apartments were only a short distance apart, a walk that should have taken only a few minutes. But she never arrived. Somewhere along that short walk, Tyarra Williams vanished. As the night went on, her family started to worry. Tyarra was not answering her phone. Calls went straight to voicemail. From that moment on, the search for answers began. At the time of her disappearance, Tyarra Williams stood about 5'5" and weighed around 120 pounds. She was last seen wearing a pink shirt, a black North Face jacket, dark blue Levi's jeans, and white Jordan sneakers with blue and green trim. She also had on a royal blue knit cap. Tyarra has brown hair and brown eyes. Her ears are pierced, and her left nostril is also pierced, where she wears a small stud. She also has a nickel-sized burn scar on her right wrist. By the next day, January 8th, her family reported her missing to the Greensboro Police Department. Investigators quickly started trying to piece together what happened during those hours leading up to Tyarra's disappearance. One detail that stood out involved her phone. At some point after she left the apartment, Tyarra's phone stopped being active. After that, there were no more signals or communications from the device. In the days that followed, Police canvassed the area around Webster Road where Tyarra was last seen. Investigators interviewed friends, family members, and others who may have seen Tyarra that night. Early in the investigation, authorities said the circumstances of Tyarra's disappearance were suspicious. Detectives continued working to determine what may have happened. Over time, investigators followed up on a number of leads. Tips from the public continued to come in as police worked the case. But despite those leads, no confirmed breakthrough was announced. As the months passed, Tyarra Williams remained missing. Investigators continued to review information and follow up on leads. But what happened during that short walk home remains unclear. For Tyarra's family, the years since her disappearance have brought few answers. No confirmed sightings, no clear evidence, and no clear explanation for where she went. As of this recording, Tyarra Williams remains missing. The Greensboro Police Department has said the case is still open. Authorities are asking anyone with information about Tyarra's disappearance to come forward. Anyone with information about the disappearance of Tyarra Williams is urged to contact the Greensboro Police Department or Crime Stoppers. Contact information for both can be found in the show notes below. Our thoughts are with Tyarra Williams' family and loved ones. Over a decade has passed, and no one has been able to say for sure what happened to Tyarra Williams. As we close out this episode, remember that sharing her story helps remind people that Tyarra is still missing and supports the continued search for answers. For updates and more cases, follow Hunting for Answers. You can also connect with us through our Facebook group and find us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Reach out if there's a story you believe deserves attention. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.